Hello, my name is Alice in Wonderland. I am the self-proclaimed priestess of Wonderland, where I feel that I have learned to bridge the gap between my own imagination, spirituality, and the mundane world. Follow me down the rabbit hole to explore all things metaphysical. These weekly moon update videos are uploaded every Sunday to let you know what is going on with the moon energy for that week and how you can learn to compare it to your own personal cycle. So I'm going to leave you with future Allison. Please like and subscribe so that you can be notified when I upload new magical videos sporadically, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side of the looking glass. It's here! It's here! I was getting ready to film this video, and I was going to simply come on here and say, there's no news! Because I literally just got the email that the planner listing is available on the publisher's website. It's not available on Amazon yet, but I don't care. I just am so happy that I now have a place to send you if you want to order for 2023. They recommend ordering by December 15th to get it by Christmas, but if you don't care about getting it by Christmas, you can really order anytime, I think. If you have the 2022 planner, that goes up until I think the second week of January. However, the 2023 planner does technically start the week of December 26th. So it really depends like when you would like to get started. I just wanted to finish out the moon cycle for 2022. But then also give new people a chance to get started right away. So that's why there's kind of some overlap there. So that is the news. It's available. I'll put the link in the description, but I've also posted it like everywhere that I could like think of to post it. So it's available. Holy shit. So one thing I do have to say about, since this is coming directly from the publisher, it's only going to come with the planner and the postcard. So if you want to light a candle with us on the full moon on January 6th, like grab your own candle. If you want to add your own tabs, they're pretty easy to make. And hopefully you can purchase a brad somewhere. It was hard for me to find. I'm sure you can order them online, but I like needed them right away. But anyways, it's available. Okay, so there actually is other news. Tuesday, the Tarot Tuesday stream, hopefully I will have moved back down into the office so that we can get started decorating our tree. And then the following Tarot Tuesday on Twitch is going to be a regular stream, but holiday themed, and we are planning on doing a movie party of. It was pretty unanimous that The Year Without Santa Claus is the movie that we're going to watch in Discord after stream. So that will be Tuesday the 20th. I'm also planning on our moon meeting in Discord on December 14th at 8:30 p.m. So what we do in Discord is I bring my planner, and that's just when I sit down and plan for the upcoming moon cycle. I find that by doing this around the last quarter that you kind of are ready and prepared for new moon energy, just in case you like don't have energy to be planning around the new moon. So I try to get that done around the last quarter, and I've chosen Wednesday the 14th because we're still in Virgo at that time. Cycle. We also listen to Daniel Dulsky's Seasons of the Moon and Flame for that or this upcoming moon cycle. So it's just like one chapter of the book. It's broken down into the 4 quarters of the moon. and it's just something fun to listen to. It's a like a kind of like a story time, but also kind of captures like the energy for this season and this moon cycle. So that's going to be Wednesday, December 14th. I think that's everything. I think that's all of the news. I hope those of you that weren't able to support on Kickstarter are still able to get the print on demand option. I'm so excited to get started with 2023. And let's jump into the energy of this week. All right, everybody, welcome to this week's moon or weekly moon update for December 12th through December 18th for 2022. I'm going to see if I can get away with a red pen to kind of have like a Christmassy theme for the next couple of weeks here. So you can see I've given you a moon on Monday. This is a waning gibbous moon, but we are slowly going to increase the dark part, which is on the right side. So we're shading in the right side to almost be half full because we have a last quarter moon on December 16th. So I'm hoping that this red color won't block out too much. We're almost coloring in half of the right side. And then once we get to the last quarter, we're going to be coloring in more than half. Yeah, you can still kind of see the sign through there, or the zodiac sign. So, we are starting off the week with a waning gibbous because we just had a full moon last week. Full moon in Gemini. How did your full moon go? I got a lot of tallying down. I haven't gone through the signs yet, but I've gone through the phases and have kind of looked at a few things that I want to do seasonally next year. But I was mostly looking at like what my energy was, and I literally like tally all of the different energy or all of my mood tracker mood tracker rating and tally them up and see like so that I know what's moon phase I am the most productive and have the most energy, so that I'm utilizing that time to get things done. So that I hope that you were able to fill out that chart for your Gemini full moon exercise. And now we are waning. We have a waning gibbous moon all the way until the last quarter on the 16th, and then we have a waning crescent for the remainder of the week. And this is leading us up to our last new moon of 2022. And this is a new moon in Capricorn. And Capricorn is an earth sign that helps us to lay a solid foundation from which to build on. My keywords for Capricorn are build, achieve, success, really like striving towards your goals kind of energy. So I think that this is going to be a more optimal time to be planning and setting goals for 2023 versus the first new moon in 2023 is in Aquarius on January 21st. But I really feel like this Capricorn energy is really key to like building and growing and having that foundation from which to like build on throughout the year. And we are also starting off the year with a Mercury retrograde. So Mercury goes retrograde on December 29th. And I want to make sure that you know that because it was missed in the 2022 planner. We had found that mistake at the beginning of the year. So I asked you at the beginning of the year to mark this down in your calendar so that you remember. But December 29th, we are moving into Mercury retrograde. So technically right now we're kind of in that shadow period. So I would really recommend setting your intentions on the 23rd and even leading up to that. So I hope that you're able to come to our moon meeting so that you can really kind of like look into 2023 and what you want to do, where you want to go, what you want to accomplish, because I think that the Mercury retrograde is going to put a damper on like New Year's Eve or like if you're planning on starting things on January 1st, like a lot of people do. I really kind of don't think that. I think it might be a little bit hard going. And that's frustrating for Capricorn. The Mercury is in retrograde in Capricorn, and we also have some other planets in Capricorn around the first of the year too. So I just really think that this new moon is going to be more important than January 1st. But I also feel that way for I feel like the new moon is the optimal time for planning versus the first of the month, like most people do. So just something to consider and keep in mind because we still have at least half of the light and half of the energy available to us this week. So I feel like now is the time to like be doing those sorts of things. But that's just me personally. Like I tend to really have more energy around the first quarter and the last quarter, depending on what my personal cycle is. So, oh yeah, I forgot to cheers. I'm being a rebel today. It's only 12:30 in the afternoon when I'm filming this, but I am having a fun adult beverage. It has caffeine in it too, so cheers if anybody is joining me. I was literally like coming on here thinking that I was like going to have to say I don't know when the planner is going to be available, and I was like seriously bummed out. I was picking out my oracle cards and I was just like, we need something that's going to be uplifting. So so now I'm having, and then I got the email like right before I started filming, and so here we are. Here we are. Cheers. I'm filming this on a Friday, so don't judge me. So yeah, I think that this week is going to be the time to plan, and let's see why. Okay, so we're starting off the week with Leo. Leo likes to dress up, play, and have fun, but they're also very proud about you, me. They're proud of themselves. Loyalty is really important. So I think that this would be a good time to kind of reflect on this year and see what you're proud of. Like, what did you accomplish this year? And is it something that you want to continue to bring into 2023? Or do you just want to celebrate that achievement? We are leading up to a holiday. We're leading up to the end of the year. I think we're all kind of done and kind of checked out of this year. I don't know. That's what I feel. It feels like, you know, like the days leading up to your vacation where you're just like, you can't focus on work because you're just like, you're thinking about that beach or that road trip or that whatever it is that you're and maybe some of you are getting ready to go on vacation for the holiday, but it's just like, I'm so done with this year. I want to be done. Like I was stressing getting that listing up and available for you guys. Like, I mean, I lost a whole month of shopping time basically, and it was really frustrating, and a lot has been going on in my life, and I'm just like, I'm done. I don't even want to Christmas shop. I don't even want to do anything. I'm just like, can we just like hibernate? I want to go crawl into a cave and sleep for a couple weeks and then come out. I'll come out in January sometime. So Leo is a time, and we'll be in Leo energy for Monday and Tuesday until the wee hours of the morning on Wednesday at 3:46 a.m. when we move into Virgo. So this is a time to celebrate. Like, celebrate your accomplishments. Like, even if it didn't go as planned, like, still be happy that you tried, and now you know what you could have done differently. And um, one thing I want to say about all of these zodiac signs and following the moon is what I like to do. I like to have a focus for the day. I struggle to get out of bed in the morning. This is something that, like, I have really tried to work on, and following the moon is one of those things that does motivate me and inspire me to get out of bed in the morning. And one of the ways I do this is I think of, for example, on Monday, I think of Leo, and I think of what are the qualities of Leo that I admire and that I wish that I had more of. And that's pride, confidence, loyalty. So, what is something that you can do on Monday and Tuesday that you're proud of, or that you can celebrate what you're proud of? Or how can you build up your self-esteem in the morning so that you carry out the day on Monday and Tuesday uh, in a self-confident way? What is something that you can do for yourself that makes you feel more self-confident? And that's how we embody and encompass Leo energy. So think about that for Monday and Tuesday, because then when we move into Virgo, this is about, okay, how can we take these things that we like and organize it into our life so that we can continue to have these things work out, that have the things that we're proud of work out. So Virgo helps us to organize. They like to fix things, and they really do. Virgo energy enables us to get good at whatever we're doing, because Virgo is good. They're usually right, but not always. And that's one of the lessons for Virgo, is like having to learn that I'm not always right. Maybe somebody else was right, and let's work to make this better, and let's work to compromise on this. Because I don't like, I want the goal of moon planning is to focus on the positive things of the zodiac, because mainstream astrology is like, oh, Leo's egotistical, Virgo is annoying or picky or a perfectionist. Like, let's not focus on the negative things. Let's focus on the positive things. So on Wednesday and Thursday, what is something that you need to fix or organize in your life, and focus on those tasks and harness that moon energy so that you come out of Wednesday and Thursday feeling more balanced for Libra, because you've got things organized in your life. So when you get up in the morning on Wednesday or Thursday, what is something that you can organize? For example, you can plan to go to the moon meeting, which will be in Discord at 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday evening. So you can plan to go to the moon meeting and sit down with your planner and think, how can I organize my life? Especially like with these busy upcoming weeks, like we need to make sure that we're having self-care days in there somewhere, because everything's so chaotic. I almost scheduled the moon meeting for Friday, but I was like, I bet people are having holiday parties on Friday, so I shouldn't do that. So let's break up the week on Wednesday and get organized with our moon meeting. I hope that you can join us. So this is just an example of what I do every morning. I'm like, okay, the moon's in Virgo. How can I get something organized? I will literally sit down and make a list and say, this is what I want to get done today. This is what's going on to next week, or this is what's going on to next month. I do also like take it to an extreme level where I try to dress like or wear colors that correspond to those zodiac signs. And I also try to carry stones with me that corresponds to the zodiac sign. But this is our Pheasantite and Garnet, and this is a wonderful Virgo stone to work with. So maybe I'll try to incorporate crystals in these moon videos here instead of having them in the planner. But our Pheasantite is the perfect Virgo stone, because it literally helps you organize and focus your thoughts. And like, so if you're scatterbrained like I am, it helps you like rein all of that in and say, okay, what do we need? What do we need to focus on? Let's do it. And then Garnet is just grounding, and I need help getting grounded. So that's just an example of what I do to connect to the moon energy for that day. So on Friday at 2:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to move into Libra. And I really use Libra energy to even out, balance out whatever I've been neglecting. If I've been neglecting self-care, then I use a Libra day to focus on self-care. If I have been neglecting busy work, then or my chores, then I use Libra days to do that. If there's anything that I've been doing in excess, I use Libra Day to cut back on it. If I've been having too much caffeine because I've got too much to do, and you've got Christmas shopping to do still, and you got too many things to do, and you're having too much caffeine, I use a Libra Day to cut back on caffeine. If you are stressed out and you're having too many drinks at the end of the night, then use Libra Day to cut back on that. If you're having too many sweets, if you're having too much sugar, if you're being overindulgent, like this is an overindulgent time of year, use Libra days to cut back a little bit. Say, hey, on Libra days, I'm going to drink lemon water all day long, and I'm not going to have sugar at the end of the day. Like just figure out what needs balance in your life and use Libra days to do that. So technically, Sunday evening at like 11:30-ish Eastern Standard Times, we'll be moving into Scorpio. But it was so late in the evening for me, I just decided to let's start next week off with Scorpio and not even talk about it here. However, if you're on the West Coast, it'll be a little bit earlier in the evening for you, like 9 o'clock-ish or 8 o'clock-ish. So you might want to be, if you want to look into Scorpio energy for Sunday, go for it. But I just wanted to keep this week kind of straight and simple. And I hope that this kind of inspires you to really like tap into that energy every morning when you get up, or even when you go to bed. Like, for example, on Monday or Tuesday, before you go to bed, like how would a Leo go to bed? They're probably going to put on a face mask, and they're probably going to like use a warm washcloth, something very luxurious, or change their pillowcase to a silk. I saw they had silk pillowcases at the dollar store the other day. I was like, oh my gosh, I want one. But so that's something you can do at the end of the day. How does a Virgo get ready for bed? Probably making a list to do so that when they wake up in the morning, it's the first thing they see, and then they like start to get things done. And what's something that a Libra loves love. It's ruled by Venus. So Libra is going to probably do something good for their heart before they go to bed, or really embrace your loved ones before you go to sleep on a Libra day. Libra is also really good about pulling out the good in people. So like if you're having a conflict with anything in your life, Libra can really help. What is the highest good, best solution to this problem? And if you're having a problem that needs a solution or a resolution, maybe thinking like, hey, Libra, give me some of your balanced and just energy. Like help me solve this problem. If we're looking at the week elementally, we're starting off the week with fire. So how can you connect to fire energy on Monday and Tuesday? You can do that by taking action on things, because fire is an action element, and you can light a candle. You can add different herbs or different spices, like hot spices, to your food. When we move into earth energy, how can you connect to the earth on Wednesday and Thursday? You might want to like take your shoes off and take a walk in your backyard, or even just putting your hand on a tree for a few moments, or connecting with crystal energy. All crystals, no matter what, I mean, this is an earth crystal, but all crystals have earth energy because they grew in the earth. So think about that for Wednesday and Thursday. And then into the weekend, how can you connect to air energy? We can use feathers or leaves or incense to connect to. You can use your breath, connecting to your breath, taking a few moments on Saturday and Sunday to breathe, like really breathe, like feel into your belly and make sure that your diaphragm is expanding and opening with every breath that you take, because when we're stressed out, we are contracting, we're restricting, and we're restricting our breathing. Even just like I don't know if this is just a woman thing or a getting older thing, but a lot of us hold a lot of tension in our abdomens, and part of that is because we're supposed to have like flat stomachs, and we've got all these Spanx and stuff that people are wearing, and that is restricting your breathing. It's so funny, like you watch old movies where women had to wear corsets, and they it's always like a joke of like, oh, I can't breathe. But it's like we're kind of coming back to that. So it's really important that we are. See how my shoulders went up? That's because I'm breathing up here instead of in my belly. So take time to put your, I have my hand on my belly down here. Put your hand on your belly and your hand up here. This hand should be the last to expand. You want your abdomen to expand first, and then this hand will expand, and then you exhale completely and fully. So that is another way to connect to the air element. And I really do these things, and I really do feel like they make my day better. It gives me relief to just allow to focus on something so simple, because we get so worked up by like all these little crazy things that are happening in our life, and for whatever reason they usually do happen all at once, so it just feels so overwhelming. But like if we just come back to the basics of elements, it makes it a little bit easier. And I do think that people get overwhelmed with astrology and with the moon energy in general, and I really really hope that this planner makes it a little bit simpler for you to understand, because it really has changed my life for the better, and I want it to do the same for you. So because I was talking about working with crystals, I'm going to choose a gemstone card this week. To focus on instead of the chakra. Also because I have a lot of Let's Get Stoned videos to come out, because they've had to be put on the back burner so that I can get your Kickstarter videos out. Can we have a gemstone affirmation for the week of December 12th through... Oh, I'm on the wrong week here. December 12th through the 18th. Morganite. I have to get some Morganite, because this card comes up all the time. Morganite is a crystal of sovereignty and compassion that's considered the queen of love stones. It vibrates with the frequency of divine love and inspires you to embody that love and share it with others. Morganite resonates with and opens the heart chakra, promoting emotional healing, including the healing of anger, fear, and judgment. The affirmation is, I embody love and share it freely with others. What a beautiful crystal to be working with today, this week, this time of year. I was watching Christmas with the Cranks last night, and it was just like, isn't it, I know it's a movie and I know it's not real, but like, isn't it crazy that like, can you imagine like a whole neighborhood of people like getting together and like throwing that party and like pretend like I know it's not real. I know it's fiction. I know it's just comedy, but like I can't imagine. I can't imagine. All right, can we have a... Oh yeah, we're using the Everyday Witch Oracle because when I picked out the decks I wanted to use today, I hadn't gotten the news about the planner listing yet, so I was like, I just need something simple, straightforward, like, and we have a Libra energy at the end of the week, so we just need to like balance things out, right? Can we have a card for the collective for December 12th through the 18th? I feel like this one wanted to come out too, so let's do both of them. Why not? Water magic and follow your dreams. I believe this is a fire card. I love this for like Sagittarius energy, like looking out the window, preparing to like fly, and even like arching your arrow and like preparing to let that fly, because we're not necessarily acting on anything yet. We gotta like wait for the end of the year, and then we like start taking action next year. And water magic to... we don't have any water energy this week, so maybe we need to call in some water energy, even though because we don't have any water energy this week. Water is a powerful force. It can wear down a mountain or create a lake. It brings life to the fields, but can also be violent and impossible to control. Not an element to be taken for granted, as you will know if you have ever been thirsty or lived through either a drought or a flood. Most of the time, though, water is our friend, and we can use its power to help us change and transition through various stages of our lives. Water is fluid and flexible and reminds us that we can be that way too. We can be fluid and flexible. The action is to connect with water, to connect with the magic of water. Take a few minutes to immerse yourself in it. If you live near a lake, okay, so it's wintertime, we can connect with our water. One thing I've been starting to do every morning, because I always have water on my nightstand, and I've been trying to do, like, before I do anything, I sit up and I grab my water and I think of 3 things that I'm grateful for, or 3 things that I want to do that day. So like setting intentions for the day, like I want to finish all of my tasks. I want to not worry. Just for today, I will not worry. Or just I say 3 things that like either I want to do or accomplish, or just something that I'm grateful for. And then I drink it, because I'm trying to just drink water first thing in the morning, and then you can infuse your intentions and whatever you want into that water. So just recommending that, since we are not in the swimming season, at least not where I am. The divination. This card is telling you that this card is telling you to make a magical connection to water. You can do it by following the exercise above, which is actually immersing yourself in water. So, or do anything that makes you feel the element of water in its more than mundane form. Even drinking a glass of water can be magical if you focus on sensing the molecules being absorbed into your body and becoming a part of your own essence. Remember that the element of water can take many shapes: fresh water and salt water, rain, snow, fog, sleet, or ice. Forceful or gentle, wild or natural, or tamed by man. Take a day or week to connect with it in as many different forms as you can, and thank one for the gift it brings. Thank each one for the gift it brings. I love connecting to the element of water, and let's see what this fire message is too. Follow your dreams. Little wistful longings and big passionate desires, whether your dreams are about successful careers or enduring love or just having chocolate cake for dessert, simply thinking about them is unlikely to make them happen. I disagree with that. It is okay to daydream about things that don't really matter, marrying a prince or becoming a rock star, but if your dreams are important to you, you're going to have to actively pursue them in order to make them come true. Of course, it can be scary to go after your dreams, since you might fail or they might not live up to your expectations. But if you don't worry, you'll never know, will you? Action. Figure out which of your dreams is the one that you want most. Then take one concrete step towards following them. This card is a not so subtle hint that it is time to stop dreaming and start acting. Or perhaps, if you have taken action already, it is a sign that you are on the right path. You know better than anyone. Which do you think it is? So, all of these cards together. The first thing I was thinking when we pulled the magic card is that, other than us not having water energy this week, I really find that water helps me ground. I like to do visualizations of dropping an anchor and like feeling the weight of that anchor drop down and hit the ocean floor. That really like helps me bring myself down to center. So I like to use water magic to ground, and we have this Virgo energy in the middle of the week. And we were talking about using crystals, and any crystal will help you to ground. So that was the first kind of feeling that I had when we pulled this card. But also because we're in the waning moon cycle, this is a time of shedding and releasing. And I really, really, really love water energy for cleansing and clearing. And whether that's taking a shower, drinking a glass of water, bathing in water, it totally releases and cleanses and clears. And it probably is my favorite way of clearing, other than, smoke clearing is something that is quick and easy to do, but don't forget about the water element. And I almost kind of feel like this message is for maybe somebody specific, if you've been kind of feeling like, oh, maybe I can't do this, maybe, or thinking about giving up or not really sure. But finding healing of anger, fear, and judgment, I think, is the key message here. Of whether you need to start using water magic, or if you need to continue to be inspired and believe in your passions, the answer to all of that comes from the heart. Your heart knows which direction you're supposed to go in, but it's about listening to it. And maybe perhaps picking up some morganite, or so that you can connect to the heart chakra, promote emotional healing, including the healing of anger, fear, and judgment. I embody love, and I share it freely with others. And cleansing and clearing and releasing anything that doesn't support that, anything that's not supporting your heart and your passions, and it needs to go. It's hard to do, and it's hard to say. It's even more difficult to do. But it's the truth. If something isn't supporting your heart and supporting your highest good, it needs to go. Figuring out what that is and how to release, and then using the water element to release it. You can also burn it away with this fire energy. So I don't know. What do you think this card means for you or the collective? Let me know in the comments. So I think that think that that is all that we have for you today. So Tarot Tuesday is going to be 8 o'clock-ish on Tuesday, December 13th. I am hoping to be downstairs and you guys can help me reorganize my office, and of course we'll do some tarot readings there and decorate our tree. And December 14th, 8:30 p.m. in Discord, we will have our moon meeting. So bring your planner, bring your journal, and hang out with me. And let's see. So December 20th, which is next Tuesday, Tarot Tuesday, we'll do a regular holiday themed stream. I'm gonna try to have like some sort of spread, like special spread for the holiday, and we will watch The Year Without Santa Claus in Discord afterwards. So I hope that you can join us. And if you have another holiday favorite, we can probably throw that in there too. But thank you guys so much for your support. Buy the planner. Tell your friends. Help me. Help. I feel so behind on everything, but that's okay. I think that's just the energy of the year. Like, I always feel like this at the end of the year. But seriously, have a good week. Remember to take time out and rest between now and the new moon. Yeah, I hope you have a good week. Thank you so much for your support. Hope to see you on the other side of the looking glass. I can never find anything in this book.